The recent conclusion of the Syrian Civil War marks a significant turning point in the region's history, especially with the fall of President Bashar al-Assad, who had ruled for over 2 decades. This script outlines the key events leading to this momentous change, the implications for Syria, and what lies ahead. Background of the conflict. The Syrian Civil War started in 2011 as part of the wider Arab Spring movement. Peaceful protests against the regime of Assad quickly turned into a brutal conflict. Years have seen the war draw in so many international actors, which have led to catastrophic humanitarian consequences, including hundreds of thousands of deaths and millions displaced. Fall of Assad. Important events leading to his downfall. Coalition offensive. On November 27, 2024, a coalition of opposition forces launched the major offensive against Assad's regime. This was a joint operation by several groups, including Hayat Tahrir al-Sham and some southern rebel factions, which coordinated effective attacks on many fronts, from Aleppo to Idlib 12. Rapid territorial gains. Within days, the opposition forces captured Aleppo and marched towards Damascus. By December 8th, they had taken the capital, and Assad was forced to flee 24. Such a rapid military campaign was unprecedented and marked a drastic shift in the dynamics of the conflict. Assad's escape. The reports suggest that Assad took off for Moscow just within hours after he lost the control of Damascus. His flight meant that his personal fleeing marked the end of the Baathist regime in Syria, which was more than 50 years old. 16. Public response. The fall of Assad was welcomed by Syrians in the streets. People thronged cities like Damascus and Homs, chanting anti-Assad slogans and celebrating what they called the end of tyranny. The atmosphere was electric as people expressed hope for a new beginning after years of oppression. 24. Implications for Syria. Political landscape. With Assad's regime collapsed, Syria has an uncertain political future. There is no clear successor or governing body to fill the power vacuum left by his departure. The opposition forces now have to navigate the complexities of governance amidst a fractured society that has endured years of conflict. 56. Regional dynamics. Assad's collapse is a strategic loss for Russia and Iran, which supported his regime during the entire war. The change might be followed by the shifting of alliances and influence in the region, especially because Turkey, longtime supporter of the forces of rebels, will most probably take advantage of post-Assad Syria. 45. Humanitarian crisis. The humanitarian situation is still grave. Millions are still displaced, and reconstruction will be a huge task. The international community will have to be actively involved in order to address the needs of millions affected by years of violence and instability. 36. Conclusion. It marks the end of Bashar al-Assad's rule, an important milestone in Syria's history after nearly 14 years of civil war. It brings doors open for potential reform and recovery, but also poses great challenges as different factions vie for control and stability in a country deeply scarred by conflict. The coming months will be crucial in determining Syria's path forward as it seeks to heal from its tumultuous past.